A lot of innovations in the fashion world right now involve making things look like other things. And one such feat of trickery that designers seem particularly obsessed with recently is making non-denim materials look like denim. From moderately priced pants that some of us mere mortals could afford to buy to haute couture creations that took many weeks to make and would probably take many weeks of salary to buy, let's dive into denim. Or rather, not denim. The first one is the Miramar pants by Rag & Bone. Now, quick disclaimer, none of this is sponsored content, and in fact I don't actually recommend buying from Rag & Bone because they have a We Avoid rating on Good On You, which probably means they have some questionable ethical and environmental practices. Anyway, the cool thing about these pants is that they're sweatpants. Isn't that nuts? So they're made out of French terry or a cotton fleece or some other kind of stretchy fabric, and they're just printed to look like denim. Like you can see these fake pockets back here, fake button. Some of them do really go all out though and actually have like sewn on belt loops and like a real fly with a button and zipper. But when you look inside, you can definitely tell by the texture and by the seam finishes that it's a knit. For my hardcore clothing nerds here, you can see that they even did a fake flat felled seam by serging, or otherwise known as overlocking the seams, and then just stitching it down. Now, regular denim doesn't naturally have stretch to it because it is a twill weave and woven fabrics do not stretch. That said, many jeans do have spandex added to the fiber content so that they are a little bit stretchy. However, they're never gonna do it like a knit fabric. Like I am literally squatting here in this change room because these pants allow me to do that, and not only that, they're comfy as hell. In a significantly higher price tier now, we have these jeans made by Bottega Veneta, which is an Italian luxury brand owned by Kering. And guess what they're made out of? Leather. The style became immensely popular, I want to say mainstream almost, back in September 2022 when Kate Moss walked their, I believe it was spring-summer 2023 show, in these flannel shirt and these jeans, which of course are both made of leather, and the look went totally viral. People in the fashion sphere appreciated how creative director Mathieu Blasi elevated these like banal, everyday items of clothing to the height of luxury through craftsmanship and luxury materials. And then of course I'm sure there were people who were like, why do I need a $7,000 pair of leather pants that are made to look like jeans? Just buy regular jeans and be done with it. As an aside, Mathieu Blasi is going to become the creative director at Chanel, so I am very interested to see what he does there. Anyway, these pants are made of leather and are digitally printed to look like denim. The pattern is designed on the computer, and then over many months the Bottega Veneta team experimented with the printing in order to get something that really closely imitated denim, and I think they did a spectacular job. Last thing I'll say about this look, and this may be controversial and also ironic considering I just was talking about how cool these pants are, but I kind of hope that leather falls out of fashion in fashion the way fur has. Like, why are we factory farming baby animals? Because garments and accessories are often made out of calf skin or lamb skin, so you know, the skin of baby cows and baby sheep. Like, why are we factory farming baby animals and slaughtering them for fashion? Like, doesn't that feel kind of wrong? Now, I don't have a problem with indigenous people's uses of leather and fur because they are not factory farming, their processes are eco-friendly, they use the whole animal, etc. But in pretty much any other context, I kind of hope that leather goes the way of the dodo, at least when it comes to fashion. And yes, I know vegan leathers are not exactly eco-friendly, but I am confident that we can find alternatives. Moving on to our third and final example of jeans that are not what they seem. These Valentino masterpieces, which were shown in July of 2023 during the brand's haute couture show, are, in my opinion, a work of art. So these are pants made out of a silk Gazar, which is a crisp yet smooth fabric developed by Cristobal Balenciaga. I'm told it's quite similar to organza. And then on the outside of the pants, it was embroidered with thousands of tiny beads in, I think, 80 shades of indigo in order to imitate the color pattern of denim. Now, it's not clear to me whether the beads were embroidered directly onto silk Gazar or if there was some other layer in between. Pierpaolo Piccioli, the creative director at the time, said on Instagram that the beads were embroidered onto a 3D scan of denim. And so then my question is, well, I guess what is that 3D scan made out of? Was it printed onto silk Gazar or some other material? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is that this was absolutely painstaking work, and it took, I think they said 4 weeks to make, and frankly, that actually seems kind of fast to me. I'm surprised it didn't take longer than that. In terms of the price, because it is haute couture, the prices are not just like casually listed on their website, but one would imagine that they were probably in the 5-figure range, although your guess is as good as mine about where exactly in that range it would be. That's all for today. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you think these like denim illusion styles are cool? Do you think they're a work of art? Do you think they're kind of like pointless? And like, why are designers even making these in the first place? Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.